There's a stereotype of the starving creative artist, and then there's the stereotype, which you were just alluding to, of that attorney who will charge you $15 a minute to answer an email or more.
I've never heard that happen.
I'll show you one. Not from you two. That's for sure. That never happened. How do you reconcile those two stereotypes? How have you, wilson-dutra, done that? Because I think a lot of folks that I know that are musicians, it's one, they just don't do it for whatever reason. It could be inertia. It could be, oh, it's too expensive. I don't need to do that. I mailed it to myself. Whatever the excuse or the reason. And some of it is, I just don't have that money. So is there a way to reconcile that, or what? I mean, because you were going toward the stereotype.
So there are a few things. I think going back to that beginning conversation about the changing tide of law practice, I think more and more as the years go on, lawyers see that clients aren't reacting well to the hourly rates, right? Minute rates.
A bill for 6 minutes.
So for us, we kind of frame the firm around that sort of quandary that we saw popping up, in that we just do flat fees. You know exactly how much it'll cost before we do it, and we go from there.
And that was wonderful. Speaking personally,
and since
we
we
no surprises,
right?
No surprises.
And since we work with startups for the most part, we know they're on a set budget. We know that they need to plan. They have every intention of doing something. We want to facilitate that. We want to make that as easy as possible.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And then to the second point, word of mouth. So the starving artist might not approach someone like us because they have that perception for a law office. But if you talk to someone or a referring attorney that they already have a relationship with, which was your case.
And hopefully a podcast like this gets that message out to folks. I mean, that's the hope.
But the most important thing in that situation is finding someone that you would like to work with.
Sure.
Right? Yeah. So the starving artists, it's just a matter of time for them to find an attorney that they actually like to work with.
Relationship.
Right.
Yeah, and for intellectual property, almost all types, it's a long-term relationship.
Yeah.
And we always recommend, if you don't feel comfortable with us, you want to speak to other attorneys, please do, because this is going to be, years and years of communication. And if you don't feel like you can communicate with your attorney, then